Enjoy myself. What is up, everyone? How you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good week. Lots of folks in the chat already. You guys are in here early. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. What's up, Big Hams? Hope you're doing well. Marco, good to see you. Mix in the house. Brown Sugar, how you doing? Hey, Mick. Ron in the house. Good to see you guys. Did I miss anybody? If I missed you, just give me a shout out in the chat. It's only letting me go so far back in the software. Got some stuff in. I don't know that I necessarily have a lot. So some stuff coming in for review samples, a couple of new things of my own, and one item to give away a little bit later, but I'm going to wait to show you guys what that's going to be. I hope you're having a good week. Let me know what you got in your pockets. Hey, Angelo, how's it going? Pawns, how's it going? Did I miss you, Pawns? Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Got quite a few folks in. Let's go ahead and hit our first batch for January. Going to give away some memberships you'll be able to check out in the chat if you got one, and you probably will get a notification. Andrew got a new membership. Alex, new membership. Jason, welcome back. Thomas with the membership, and Gareth with the membership. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, Jim. Hope you're doing well. Oh, the other couple's late. Well, hang out with us as long as you'd like, as long as you can. We definitely love having you here to chat with us. So, who picked up a mini growler today? Let me know also in the chat, and which version did you pick up? I'm sitting back a little bit further in the seat. Trying to sit in a little bit more of a relaxed position. It allows me to see the laptop a little bit better. And I did move the mic forward a little bit, but if I sound low, let me know and I'll move it in closer. And also, if it's coming in loud, let me know and I'll push it back out some. I realized when I was editing some videos that probably haven't published yet, I had the microphone a little too close and I was leaning into it, so I had to readjust the mic position a little bit. Three months Blade Runner, what? Hans with that 3-month membership celebration, chat. Appreciate your loyal support there, Pons. That's awesome, bro. Thank you. Thank you very much. It doesn't look like anybody's dropping which growler they picked up in the chat. Did you guys get any? Hey, Commander, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Hello there.
They are still the very same ones. I guess what, has that been 2 years that they've been in there? They're awesome. They're a little bit thicker than the factory springs, and they have really held up nicely. They increase the resistance that you have to overcome slightly, but not terribly. So I really like the way that it performs. And then I also added the applied weapon tech scales on there. I think they're not Tiffany blue. I forget what they're called color wise, but I really do like it. I am a little wrapped up. I sit by these windows, and last night, well, when I woke up this morning, it was 15 degrees, felt like 10, so it gets a little cool over here. So I'm kind of wrapped up in the chair talking to you guys. Happy to show it to you if you want me to show it to you. I just gotta get up and grab it out of the knife case real quick. Hopefully that helps. Really, really like them. I think in that video I linked the ones that I got, but I think people have told me that they've sold out. So I've chased down ones that are similar that have had good reviews, and then I keep like 2 or 3 extra just in case, but it's still the same ones that I put in that video in there. I think Jim said he got the blue titanium mini growler today. There's a few still in stock. Ron scored the 80s camo carbon. That's the best one, Ron. That is the best one that you picked up. Absolutely love that colorway. Kubi's getting a lot better with that belt satin finished as well. I think it looks outstanding. And then I like the satin hardware on this one. Oh, I didn't pull it out. I should have, but it really complements my tall boy. And that's one of the new knives there, obviously, if you didn't realize that. What's up, Stacy? How you doing? Stacy in the house. I appreciate you popping in and hanging out with us, Stacy. Where you at? Let's see here. Stacy's very active in the community. If you aren't familiar with her, she's very very valuable. I was going to say invaluable. Which one? Which one was Crow trying to get? Oh, Ron. Yeah, that one sold out. I think you were just saying Ron. And I think he said those were a couple of like the lowest ones inventory wise, Jim. They were having Kubi used up what they had left over, which is why there's so much variety in the variants. But if they do well, and I'm going to check here in a minute and see what they have in stock, I'm sure he's going to bring those back as well. I personally am lobbying for a large growler. That way there's 3 different sizes, and then a premium OG growler or V2 growler or whatever you want to call it. Probably be a V3 at that point. I think that would be sweet. I would pick up that premium growler and the large growler. I'm definitely listening in for dashing for my next knife. Dashing. Did I miss something? I jump around the chat a little bit if I see like y'all are just saying hi. Yeah, I think Roman, I think so too. I liked that one. That's probably probably tied for second as my favorite because I really do like the stone washed one or the dark wash, I think he's calling it. Paul in the house, how you doing? Oh, Paul said he didn't pick one up. Sorry, I was reading to myself instead of out loud. How rude of me. Night's Edge, listening and lurking. Drive safe home, my brother. I appreciate it. Those burgers that you made last night looked mighty delicious. I'm mad I didn't get the invite to come over and have one with you. Dan, hey, how's it going? Appreciate you stopping by tonight.
Hello there.
Yeah. Oh, I think I clicked on TKE twice there. Yeah, let's check real quick. We'll jump over here and see what's actually really left. So yeah, purple camo carbon, purple has sold out. The black pearl sold out. Surprised that dark blast titanium is still there. That's a really good looking version. I think I would probably, since I have the 80s and the mini, which matches My tall boy, I'd probably go with this Dark Blast Titanium, especially if it's under $200, and then you get the discount code JD for EDC to save you 10%. The G10 one's still there. That one's more like of a user build. The 154 cm and Shred carbon fiber, Twill carbon fiber sold out. Not surprised by that, especially because I think that matches some of the V2 versions that were out there as well. Excuse me. The black washed with the Dark Blast blade still available. The belt satin finish with the blue Anno still available. The 154 with the dark wash, black wash still available. The 154 CM with the 12 carbon fiber still available. And then they have some hardware in here if you want to mix up your hardware. And then the 280s are gone. So they still have some left. Some folks might be waiting to get paid tomorrow or something like that. So I can see that potentially being where some more will probably get sold. So if you're interested, I wouldn't wait too long for those. All right, let me pull the chat back up so I can talk with you guys and see what's going on. TKE, Knight's Edge. Be careful, man. I might take you up on that. Do you what's your side with your burger? What do you like to have on the side, man? I'm gonna get everybody in the chat hungry tonight. Dan, hey, how are you? Glad you could stop by tonight.
Hello there.
Oops, I clicked off that. Dan's asking if you could have a folder in 154 CM or in 690 CO, which would you choose? Personally, I like 14C28N better than both, but just curious, thought I'd ask. I like 154 CM. So for me, it would be 154 CM. I actually like the RPM 9 blade steel a little bit more than the 14C28N and a Nitro V. And that's only because it does a better job with its edge retention, can take a pretty fine edge, not quite as fine as 14C28N, but the fact that it can hold it a little bit longer to me goes a little bit further. Just means I can go further in between having to maintenance it. But I do like 154 CM because I think it's so well rounded, very good edge retention, very tough. It can take a very sharp edge, which I think is what's really appealing about it, and super corrosive resistant as well. And it's a tough steel. But 14C28N, really what it's offering at the price point that they can offer it on knives, that's really tough to compete with. So it is a really good steel. And I like Nitro V a little bit more too. I feel like Kaiser's been doing a really good job with the treat on it. I haven't been as impressed with some of the more recent ones that I've seen from Civivi. They seem to really underperform with its edge retention compared to 14C28N from Civivi. So, but not the case from what I'm seeing from Kaiser, so I don't know really what the difference is. My favorite 14C28N though comes from Kubey. I have it on the Supercell, and there's a discernible difference between its edge retention and edge retention that I'm seeing on 14C28N from, say, like Civivi. So I really do like it. I like what Kubey's doing over there. They're doing a little bit extra to get you the best performance out of it. So it has a lot of potential though, so I can see why you like it. Kelly is lurking. A lot of monkey's fists to make, LOL. Well, you do that. The ones that you made that were sent over to Casey looked really nice. You did a bang up job, and I know that takes a lot of time and effort to do that. I've made lanyards for pouches. I've made them for a couple zipper pulls on, I think, both jackets and for key rings and stuff like that. And I had to watch some of the patterns multiple times to get it to sink in. But yeah, that takes a lot of time, and your work looks top notch. So kudos to you for that. Doing good, Ron. How you doing? How's everybody doing? You guys let me know what you got in your pockets in the comments to do also today. Like, combine 3 words there, and I'll shout it out, let everybody know what you guys are carrying. Mick said I had to get the exclusive corgi, and I really am waiting on the tall boy drop. So I know those are in production. At least the last I had heard, those were in production, and those will be coming back. The If you're in the or on the hunt for the 80s camo carbon version, that's going to be coming, I think, only with smooth scales this time. I think they wanted to mix it up a little bit for the second batch. So they'll be bringing some colors back, but they may not have the radial pattern, and then they're going to bring some other colors into the fold and put a radial pattern on those. So I think that's a cool way to do the second batch, to mix it up, but also still give some of the same options by making it a little bit different. So it'll be coming. It'll be here before you know it. Trust me. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Big Ham said, already hungry, delivering other people their food while door dashing. That'll do it. He said, I'm carrying the TKE said, carrying the Ozark Trail and French fries. I had a feeling you were going to say French fries, so my follow-up is, do you like skinny, the fat fries, or do you like traditional fries, or do you like the crinkle fries? Which one is your favorite? Mick said, in a lot of pain today, but hanging in there. I'm sorry to hear that, Mick. I hope you feel better soon. Hope that pain goes away quick. That's awful to suffer like that, my friend. Anisso says, hey guys, I'm lurking a bit, but I have something in an hour and also have to do stuff before then. Well, we appreciate you chiming in and listening and lurking, my friend. Hopefully the rest of your day goes well. And I didn't give you a shout out.
Hello there.
Yeah. Big Hams, that is another company that does it well. And I think, is Bridgeport still using QSP? I'm sorry if I'm stating that incorrectly, but QSP does a really good job with their 14C28N. I have the Vault, and it is a really thin edge geometry and cutting geometry on the blade, but it also performs very well because I've had other knives that have had really thin geometries like the Cubit, and I think the 14C28N is either on par or slightly better than the one that I saw on the Cubit that I experienced. So all that to say that QSP does a really good job on it, but I'm not sure if Bridgeport is using QSP or not. I might be getting them mixed up with Asher. Sometimes I do that, so apologies if I did. Kevin Smith in the chat. How are you, my friend?
Hello there.
Hope you're doing well. Betty Davis in the chat. Hello, Betty.
Hello there.
Glad you could stop by. And rocking the Bridgeport 395. I like that one. I think I like the 1827 a little bit better if I'm remembering the models correctly. Didn't the 1820, or do they both have a hologrind? I was thinking the 1827 has the hologrind, but I think it's more spear point shaped, I think is why I liked it. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but you can't really go wrong with the Bridgeports. Phenomenal value. I think it is the 1827 because I think that one was in 20 CV. And you're talking about the Bridgeport 395, which is 14C28N. Also missed that you have the Vosteed Acorn also in the pocket. Yep, Lanyard Man, there is going to be another tall boy drop coming soon. It's in production, so 3 to 4 month range. Once it goes into production is usually what you can anticipate for those to come in and drop. But definitely pay attention to the social media and make sure you're watching for the videos. I don't know that they're going to do prototypes. They did some small CQ changes on it, and I don't know even what those are that they changed on them slightly. I imagine one of them's probably pocket clips. I think they got some feedback that it's, if you don't bend to relieve the pocket clip on the tall boy, it's really tough going in and out of the pocket. So you got to take some of the tension out of it. So I think they made a tweak to the pocket clip to adjust for that. At least that's what it sounded like. I don't know if the other is like maybe sharpening tool or something minor. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see what they did. They always do a little bit of a change whenever they do a second batch. Pons has got the Vosteed Day and LMAX and Kilo and M390 Thunderbird in the pockets with an Arcfield Ultra. Kevin Smith and Nice is asking if anybody wants to help him with his 1099 W2s.
Sorry, bro.
Not me. Maybe someone else in the chat will be a little bit more friendlier. I already have to deal with my personal ones, help the kids out if they have any questions, and then of course anything that did come in for the channel that may qualify. I am full. I am over full. So Ron says carrying the Ramet Woodpecker. You love that one, man. I think you carry that quite often if I'm not wrong. Titanium scales, Jack Wolf Benny, and titanium pry bar key set today. Nice. It's a solid loadout. Got all your bases covered. Yeah, Mick is correct. Thank you for that shout out. Hit that bell, hit that like. Yeah, and if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. But definitely hit the bell, guys. Hit the like. The like. I said the bell twice. Appreciate it. Jay said crinkle all day. Did Knights Ed answer? I know he's driving, so he might not have. I'm scrolling back to see if I missed it. I don't see it immediately, so maybe not. Crinkle all day. Of course, you could do the seasoned curly fries. I don't know if anybody has an Arby's nearby, but those curly fries, the seasoned ones, those are pretty good too. Making myself hungry. Lanyard Man throws another good qualifier in the ring with the Chick-fil-A waffle fries. Those are my wife's favorite, I believe. She definitely loves those when they're done right. I think she got a batch the other day and she was like, oh, they're not crispy. Or maybe they were too overcooked. I can't remember. Kevin Smith and Highs carrying my knockoff titanium pin all day long and a shaman. Knockoff titanium pin from who? Who's it a knockoff of? I actually have been on the hunt for another titanium pin. I picked up the stonewashed one to complete my carry, the loadout on one of my ARC company Rambler XLs, and it's a little too thick. So I'm probably going to move it to my desk or move it along and try to get one that's a little bit skinnier. Ooh, I am falling behind. He said, I like the fat fries, but also the crinkle and the waffle. So he says his order is number 1 are the steak fries, 2 waffle fries, 3 crinkle. 9. Did we skip? Maybe that's supposed to be number 4. 2. Oh, wait. Thin cut. Number 9,200. I got it. Do not like the shoestring fries. Got it. They should be disqualified. Oh my goodness. Betty Davis ordered the mini Momo on Friday. Betty, when that one comes in, can you update me and let me know what you thought about that one? I've been eyeing the 154cm with the blue aluminum handle version. I tried to reach out to Kaiser, honestly, to ask them if they could just send that along for me to check out, and they're kind of ignoring me. So I'm going to ask again and again till they answer. And if they don't answer, I'll pick one up. Might wait for a sale. Brother Fook in the house. What's going on, man?
Hello there.
Let me lean back. I'm leaning on the elbow too much. I'm going to end up hurting my shoulder. John's in the house. What's going on?
Hello there.
Mick's got the AD15 Lite and love it. Nice, man. Congrats. You like that Scorpion lock? That's the 15, right? Yeah. Scorpion lock. How you liking that Scorpion lock? Big Jim's got the Tyconic. I always mess that up. Tyconic 1 and the Tuya Strength in today. Oh, that reminds me. I need to show you guys what has come in. Look, Jim, how are the ergos on your Tuya Strength? I'd like to know. And how did the factory edge come in? If you don't mind, throw that up in the chat for me. I am curious about that. That is perfect timing that you're mentioning that today. Paul Mills has got the Tri-Stash and the All American Blade Works slip joint. I almost said Applied Weapon Tech. American Blade Works slip joint in the pocket. That's a good setup. Because no, they're both utility blade shapes. Sorry, I was thinking American Blade Works was a clip point or a spear point, but it's also Wharncliffe, right? Kathleen's got the Little Bro Jack. That's a nice one. And the Spyderco Dragonfly Salt Series. Very nice. Twice Born is asking, would it be worth it to get a premium mini Militol? I'll mainly just be sitting on my butt and flipping it. I would say yes, and I would also say it doesn't seem like they're selling out of those quickly. So you could potentially wait to see if they do a sale. I think what's coming up, President's Day, Valentine's Day, they do random sales throughout the month or once a month or something like that. You could always check back to see if they're offering a discount. I don't know if the one that I used is still going on, but if you hit a certain price point, it's like a 20% off of that, which ended up making what I purchased cheaper than the very initial drop was when I picked that up. So the sale helps a little bit is what I'm trying to say. I do. I'll be honest, I forgot about the waffle fries, so I'd probably say waffle fries, steak fries, traditional, no, crinkle, then traditional, and then the curly fries, the seasoned curly fries. Man, that's tough. That's tough to pick. This is all Knight's Edge's fault because he was cooking those burgers yesterday when we popped into his vertical live. Hey, Greg, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by.
Hello there.
Appreciate it, my man. It jumped a little bit. If I missed something important, let me know. All right, I think folks are saying hi. Fook says he wants an XL Momo. So the original Momo's not quite large enough. Isn't it like a 9-inch? Perfect steak knife. Bluminati, been a member for 9 months. Bluminati, that is awesome. Thank you for that. And his statement is all fries matter. I think I would probably side with you a little bit there. It's really hard to choose. I will say that I do not like sweet potato fries. That one would be a must exclude from my list. Lord Needham in the house. Hey brother, how you doing?
Hello there.
Glad you could stop by. I hope you're having a good evening. I'm totally reading off of the software, which is why I'm looking down. My apologies. Just did yarn work, so a couple of y'all are talking to each other. I think I'm caught up. It's been cold where you're at, Fook. This morning it was 15, felt like 10 here. So already ready for warmer weather. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I'll be curious to see what you think about the mini Momo. Ron says, I live in San Diego right at the beach, and it is in the 70s here today. That sounds perfect, Ron. Glad for you and a little jealous. What knife trends are you most excited for in 2025? So trends, I'm not sure that it's new, but I'm interested to see what pivot lock systems are going to be coming on models from Vosteed. I really like that one a lot. I'm also interested to see if other companies will branch out into the top liner lock. I'd like to see that continue moving forward. I think at the very end of 2024, you had Vosteed and Kaiser dipping into that a little bit with some other manufacturers kind of sprinkled in. So I'd like to see that trend continue to move forward. I think that's a really awesome lock. I just want to see a few more of the pivot locks before I weigh in on the final verdict. I liked 2 of the 3 that I saw from them, and I think it had to do with the fact that it was the model that it was on as far as where I landed on that one. So I don't know if that answers your question, Owen, but that's kind of where I'm at. Lord Needham carrying the Lamia Gen 4 today. GEC kickback thingy. Oz Long John pen and CWF Peanut. Nice. That's an awesome solid loadout, my friend. No, Mick, you can't. At that price, that's a fantastic price for the light. You know, at one point I picked up the S35 yen variant of the 8010 for 98 bucks. They were doing a really good sale on Amazon. And then I can't remember who asked me for that, if I would be willing to let that one go. But it was a fantastic pickup at that price. Jay said carried the Tri-Stash and the Militov today. Paul said correct. Both are Wharncliffe. Thank you, man. I appreciate the confirmation. Big Jim says ergos are great. Factory edge is fair. But I like the TS proof edge, and I'm a little and am a little jaded. Are you saying that you're a little jaded? I am curious about that. So, all right, hold on, I see a membership chat. Betty Davis has been a member for 11 months. Almost at a year. That is correct. Thanks, Betty. I appreciate you. That is some dedication there. You rock for that. I appreciate it. All right, so I do have some in. I'm going to show them off really quick. I did get the 2-year strength in. This one came in, obviously, for the pass around. So for me, it's a little small. And this version that I have here, this particular corner, I don't know if they forgot to knock it down, but it's actually kind of digging into the index finger right there. And I can feel that sharpness. So I didn't really like that too much. And I did try to strop this one up, but I think to Big Jim's point, the factory edge probably isn't all that great. It was just okay. When it came in right out of the box, I tried to do a little catalog cutting, and it didn't want nothing to do with it. So I decided to strop it up some, and after like 10, 12 strops on either side, I could get it to start to want to slice, but it didn't really want to do anything, so I just did a little bit of cardboard cutting. But this is right here. I'll show you where I'm talking about on this one. This one is a hot spot right there on that corner, this way, right there. That one is digging into my finger, and it's quite sharp. And I think they just didn't chamfer it for whatever reason on this particular version. That's why I'm asking. That's why I was asking about it. So I'm going to go ahead and show what else came in. Hey, El Cap, how's it going? Glad to see you, my friend.
Hello there.
El Cap got the Cold Steel Recon 1. Is that what's in your pocket today, man? Paul says the waffle fries are it. Sean's got the PM2 and S110V with his tall boy in the pocket. That's a sweet setup. Great setup. They just complement each other really well. Fuchs said, I have a thing for large pocket knives, so you are the anti-lefty. Because he likes them way too small sometimes. Hey, KC Cisco, how you doing today?
Hello there.
Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Pon says, stomach doesn't know anything other than mashed potatoes. Nothing wrong with that. Movie time with the wife, Greg says. Later, don't forget that smash that like button. I hope you enjoy your time with your wife there, Greg. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Did you see the new Vosti knife that is coming? I think they're calling it the Porcupine. I did see the Porcupine, and I am very interested in that one. Is that also the one, Owen, that they did some shots, some teaser shots on their social media where they were showing like the standoff for the lanyard? I didn't know which one that one might have been. Bluminati says, just throw some chili and cheese on the ones you don't like as much. Fair enough, man. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Twice Born says, don't like sweet potato fries, unsubbed, and put some smiley faces after it. That's funny. All right. I think I'm catching up. Just make sure I didn't miss anybody's message. I like the V anchor lock in theory, but I've never used one. Definitely worth checking them out. Especially if they run a sale on something that you like, or if you're just holding out for potential design. I think I still like the Ankylo slightly better, but you wouldn't like the Schilling Cutter then, Fook, if you like them larger. You would need like an Ankylo large before you check that one out. I'd be curious to see that on a larger knife. I think it'd actually work really well. Big Jim says, love to see all the good designers doing more collabs recently, especially with Concept and of course Tuya. I like the ones from Kubi as well. Kubi has done a lot. I mean, yeah, Kubi. Kubi has done a lot. I was like, did I mess that up? All right, before I skip down anymore. So this is in this week. This is the Concept ODD 21, I believe it is. They sent the Damascus with the flamed Anno and Speed Hole 1 over to Lefty, and he entered it into the pass around group. This one here a little small for me, so medium to small hands, you're probably really going to like this one a ton. I think it's focusing. I don't know what it's focusing on. Do I need to turn this light up more? Is that what it is? You're just not seeing it as well? Damn, that is bright. That's what it was. Just couldn't see. It couldn't see very well now that it's blinding me. It's tuning in perfectly. And I think this helps you guys see it a little bit better anyway. So this one is in, the review will be coming to the channel, but it has a low profile flipper tab. And of course I would fail it because my finger's on the lock bar instead of on the pocket clip. And then it has a front flipper, which honestly I think the front flipper, as you can hear it pop out of there, I think it's a little bit better tuned for that front flipper, honestly, but a little small for me. I do have, I showed the Tuya Strength a moment ago. This one is the Thwoth. How do you say it? It is the Concept Thwoth. I had to look up the pronunciation for the video. I think it's Thwoth. Thwoth. Sound like Mike Tyson. The Thwoth. The Thwoth. Check out the Thwoth. This one here, 80s bolster, 80s camo carbon bolster with titanium handles. Hollow ground blade. Love to see Concept. Now I feel like it's too bright. Let's see. Turn it down a little bit so you can see that static wash better. This one I feel like Concept nailed. Great utility blade shape too. Very thin on the tip. And it really showed when I was just cutting a little bit with it. A little bit of a fuller size knife, not quite large, but I can get 4 fingers on there, so I would say it's right there at the start of a large. Very comfortable. It does have contoured scales on it, and this one is a collab with a designer, and I am going to forget the name, but slightly contoured scales on there. You might be able to see it better from the bottom. Now I feel like it's too low. I'm struggling with the lighting tonight for some reason. Let me turn it upside down. That might help. So you can see slightly contoured scales. Titanium backspacer. This one is very well tuned. Little bit tighter, even though I checked the pivot and there's no play. And if you try to back it out any from this point, it loosens it too much. So this one is really, really well tuned. Hey, Justin in the chat. How you doing?
Hello there.
Hope you're doing well tonight. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out Titanium Justin's channel, definitely feel free to do so. Check it out. And if you like the content, consider subscribing. If you're going to do that this evening, make sure you do at least watch a couple of shorts to make sure that your subscription sticks. So that is the Thwoth. And my favorite out of everything that came in via the pass around definitely has to be this Quiet Carry Catch. Now, it's a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but I really, really like this one a lot. It's a little bit smaller than a bug out. Kind of reminds me of like a skinny Para 3 setup here with a little less handle. So I just fit all 4 fingers on here. You can see how snug of a fit that is. But this design, the way that they did the handle and the way they did the jimping with this little ramp on the back of the blade just absolutely locks you in. And it is a very thin, slicey blade shape. Great utility blade shape. Look at that static wash, guys. You can see, is that the light? I think that's the light. No, I don't know what that is. That's the camera light. So that's the camera that you guys are looking at me through. Vanex super clean. It does have that clamshell backspacer, but it's really interesting how they did that. So this side here where my thumb is rubbing is like a flat side scale like you normally see, that's slightly contoured. I would say, yeah, slightly contoured. And it attaches to the show side. So it's a really well done piece. Very interesting. Now this one's a little bit more expensive than what you're usually seeing from Quiet Carry, and I guarantee you it has to do with the fact that it's Vanex, but it's also the contoured, I'm sorry, the clamshell, not the contoured, the clamshell style backspacer or scale and backspacer in one that they did. But look how smooth that is. And it has pretty good sounds. Very, very nice. And Fook is gone. I'm sure this came in at 6:31. I'm 9 minutes behind. Let me see if I can catch up a little bit without skipping over folks. Justin has the Work Pro box cutter and mini bug out and the AD 20.5 today. Nice. El Cap's carrying, yes, he confirmed he is carrying the Recon today. He was confirming from my earlier statement, saying I think that's what he was calling out. Oh, Justin does point out something very interesting. I saw this and completely forgot. I don't know if it's out yet or not, but a clip point version of the Raccoon is coming, and I believe it was in the top liner lock, if I recall correctly. Aries EDC in the chat. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Hello there.
If you guys haven't checked out Aries' channel, definitely do. And if you enjoy, again, the content, feel free to subscribe. But definitely give it a look-see and see what you think about the content. Owen says, not sure, JD. I saw the porcupine on Facebook. Apparently, Amazon had some, but they already sold out immediately. Not surprised. I feel like a lot of Vosteed's small batch initial drops, I feel like they sell out really fast. My brother from another mother in the chat today. What is up, Jay Dizzle? How you doing today, my man? Hope you're having a good week. Hoping you're having a good day and enjoying that seemingly warm weather that it sounds like is going on in California, or at least comfortable weather. Ron had to run. Sorry, Ron. I know you're long gone. Maybe if you watch this back later. Hope you have a good evening, my friend. Sorry for folks that I fell so far behind trying to show off what came in this week. Speaking of locks, Owen says, I got the Flytanium Arcade. That is my first shark lock. What do you think about it, Owen? El Cap dropped in the chat Aries channel there. If you want to check that out, definitely do. And also his Etsy store and his Instagram. Thanks, El Cap. I appreciate it. My mods, you guys are awesome. Thanks for helping keeping the things flowing in the chat. El Cap also threw Kevin Smith in the chat if you want to check the channel out as well. Owen is carrying the Kaiser Military. Nice. Oh, Militall. Kaiser Military. I know what you said, and I still read it. I knew what you meant, and I still read it wrong, is what I'm saying. Action is mind-blowing. It really is, man. They are fantastic. Carrying my old Sabenza, all modded up now. I bet you that thing looks gorgeous. I can only imagine. That was a good one, man. I loved that Sabenza. That was an awesome one. Miss my Umazon too, but you know how the game goes. When you're a content creator, you got to move things along. Matter of fact, I might be posting a few things up on Friday for you guys to check out. So pay attention to the community tab. I usually do really good prices for my subscribers. I'm only really trying to recoup some of the money so that I can put it towards something else and or recover or recoup from some things that I may have bought and I haven't sold yet. But Definitely look out for it tomorrow. I usually post them like mid-morning. SoCal is burning. That is true. That is true. I've seen so much about that. My wife was talking to me about some of the spots and some of the things going out there in California with those fires, man. I hope you're safe and far away from all that. And if it's close, I hope it passes you by. Big Jim said, been watching the reaction videos. I know what you meant there. Very interesting. Good job. So again, this is not typical for our genre. This is usually like reacting to video game commentary, top 10 lists, sometimes with movies and or TV shows, etc. And I thought it would be completely applicable. Now, I will say MC's video was actually probably ideal because it was a list. So reacting to the list, agree, disagree, really is where that type of video shines. But I have a list of some folks that I'm gonna try to do some more of those on. I had a lot of stuff come through, so I had to pull back and do actual videos about EDC, and then I was able to do that. Carrying my gift for my beautiful bride, a full DLC Herman Sting Lefty. That's a very nice gift, Lanyard. Kudos to you, and awesome job by the wife picking that up for you. All right, guys. I am going to go ahead. I told you guys there's going to be a little bit of a more unique giveaway, and I'm going to be giving away a set. I'm not sponsored. I know it's going to come off like I am, but I'm not. I really enjoy the earbuds from JBL. I've tried these are the Tune Buds. I think I tried just the regular JBL Tune that dangle. These are a little bit more pronounced. I wouldn't say that they're louder, like, because I think that's going to come across like they're a little bit too much. But they have more rich bass, and at the same volume, you can hear a little bit better the clarity. I don't know. My son and I were talking about these when I was looking at them to do the reviews. Actually, I think the blue ones I have are the Tune Pros. I can't remember, but normally these are like $100. I'm gonna give these away to someone tonight. I'm gonna pull up a video. The way this is gonna work, you got to be continental U.S. for me to ship it to you. 18 years or older. And you just need to email me your information so that we can get that shipped out to you. So what I'm going to do is pick a random video, give you a keyword with a link to the video in the chat. You guys will have 2 to 3 minutes, depending on how quick I am, to post it up there and get to it. And then what do I want to do? Let's do this one. I know a lot of you guys probably have already commented on this one. But we're going to use this video anyway. All right, let me come back to the chat. I'll drop this in there. All right. Keyword is jam. I capitalized it, but you don't need to do it all caps. The comment picker tool that I use just looks for the word. Doesn't matter if it's capped or not. All right, so I'm going to drop that in the chat. I'm going to replace the Wyatt Mountain Eyes pin link that I have up there. Use this link to go make a comment on that video with this keyword. It is 6:47 my time, so I'm going to go to 6:50 to give you a chance to make the comment for the chance to win the Tune Buds. They are blue. I have a thing for blue, so I apologize if you're not into the blue. But a chance to win these. And at 6:50, I need to go to my comment picker. There we go. 6:50, we will plug it in and pull up the keyword sort and pick a winner. So you guys get out there and check that one out. Good. I'm glad to hear that, man. And I am, thoughts and prayers to anyone going through that. That's a terrible thing to go through. We've been experiencing in the city of Richmond here near me where I live, the power went out because of the storm, and it affected the water supply and then we're not able to filter it. So all of Richmond and some of the surrounding counties are on a boil water advisory, and that's super tough. People are scrambling to get drinking water. You got to boil it if you want to drink, if it comes from the city, to make it sanitary to drink. This is where I think like a home bug out system where you can purify water would be super handy, and you got to have some BPA free big jugs where you can do a lot of water at a time. It's been tough. And I know that you're asking, Mike, but I do recommend tie connectors. I really like them a lot. Now, with the tie connectors, they're going to come with the rod really long because they're meant to go on the biggest blade stock possible. So you do need like a rotary tool or a really fresh wire cutter snip to be able to cut that down and try not to damage the threads. Usually I can get that done with no issues with the snips. Hey, King Snake, how you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Hello there.
If you're interested in getting in on the JBL TuneBud giveaway that's going on right now, you got till 6:50 to go out there and make the comment on the pinned link with the keyword that is also in the pinned comment. Angelo says they'll match my eyes. Nice. I don't know why it keeps jumping when I click off of that. Oh, they don't have the premium Militals out there on Amazon yet? Do they do their premium models on Amazon? I really don't know. Dang, that is awful, man. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's just maddening. Hey, Shadow, how's it going? I would say it depends on what you want out of it. So I would say the Delica is going to be a great EDC, a little bit larger. So if you have large hands, it's going to work really well for you. But the Para 3 it can work. It's just a little tight with the Para 3. The Para 3 has a little bit of a thicker blade stock, so it's going to be able to handle some more hard use and more heavy duty cutting. But if you're opening packages, breaking down boxes, cutting through some dense material, which the thinner blade stock on the Delica would come in better or more handy for you, then the Delica would be the way that I would recommend that you go. Ergonomically, Spydercos are hard to beat. They're really good on the ergos department. For a daily carry, kind of all-purpose, one and done, that's going to be your main carry. You're going to carry it a bunch. I like the Para 3. I also like the aftermarket support on the Para 3. So if later you get a little bored with the scales or something like that, there's so many options out there for the paramilitary line, especially the Para 3. I actually through Applied Weapon Tech scales on my Para 3, and the skinny scales really bumped up the ergos for me, and I liked the aesthetics of that look. I just did a slate blue. So that'd be kind of my answer. It's a little harder to find a lot of stuff for the Delica, but you probably may have some luck out there on Etsy. But the Delica is going to be great. It's going to be lightweight, but Para 3 honestly is not going to be that heavy, especially if you get the Applied Weapon Tech scales that remove the liners. All right, I think we're ready to do the drawing. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Drop this in there. Keyword. We're going to throw it in as jam. Not going to include replies. Hopefully everybody made it as their part of their main comment. All right, 22 entries for the JBL TuneBuds, guys. Let's go ahead and pick a winner. 3, 2, 1. Betty Davis won the JBL TuneBuds. Congrats to you, Betty Davis. You know how to find my email, I hope. It's in the description. And if one of my mods want to throw it in the chat for Betty, go right ahead. Send me your address information, and I will definitely get this right back out to you. Super excited to see you win these. That was really loud. Why was that so loud? All right, that takes care of the giveaway for the night, guys. For the night. Got a few minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and share the other items that I wanted to go over that I didn't get a chance to show. But congrats to Betty. All right, I think I showed it at the beginning here. I do have the Mini Growler in the 80s camo carbon and the S90V. That's something that's new in since the last time we got to hang out. Look how it's picking up the colors of the monitor from the chat. That's y'all's chat reflecting off the blade on the big screen. That's pretty funny. Great little knife. Tight 4-finger grip for me. I hang off the back slightly with that one, but I am companion carrying this. I throw it in the Quick Draw XL that I got from our company as an alternate from the Nice Guy. But it's comfortable. Even holding it like that, even though it hangs off the back a little bit, it's comfortable. This is great to get into some packages, and they did a great job with the detent. Back this week, I don't know if I showed this last week, I finally got back the Arcform Theory. They ended up replacing the captive pivot, because I think what had happened is it probably spun out the scale. So they just threw in dual pivots on here, which is fine by me. I'm fine with that. It works perfect, and I'm really glad to get this one back. I got it on sale during the holidays. I think they're closing these out because Arcform is closing down. They're probably going to fold it in with Flytanium. I imagine they'll probably do some designs under the Flytanium name or something like that. But this is a great utility shape, blade shape. They did a good job with the fat carbon Arctic Swarm scales on there. And then I actually like those studs. Clean pocket clip side, non-show side, because those screws go all the way through. And then they did a really good job with that back spacer on there. I think it's picking up my eyes and my lips. Let me hide behind my hand. There we go. Did it focus? I can't tell. All right, last two new in this week, and then I'll chat with you guys for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to wrap it up and go get some dinner. I made myself hungry. I went ahead, you guys probably saw because I sold it in the community tab, but I let the Purple Haze DLC version of my Militaw go, and I picked up the limited edition. They only made 100 of these with the Belt Satin M390 coming in at a heat treat of 61 to 61.5. Has the Mars Valley fat carbon on it. Let me help it out. It's because of the lighting. But if I turn the light up too much, I need to push that light that's on the top there back a little bit. Actually, you know what might work? If I turn the bigger light up a little. There we go. Yeah, so that does make me, it's trying to wash me out a little bit. But I think that, yeah, that helps the camera focus. So I really like the Militaw. You know, one of my top, it's probably my favorite, honestly, Kaiser knife. I like a lot of theirs. Folding knife. Really good detent on this one. I mean, it is a guillotine. I feel like I keep checking the pivot has not backed out, but I mean, just look at this thing. That is crazy. And it's super smooth. You know, it doesn't feel like there's any looseness or any play in the pivot. Yeah, I mean, it's really tight, nice and locked up. Has a super clean profile. This one is more gray. I feel like that one probably is not doing the trick here. I moved everything around slightly. Why is that? Why is it being funny? There we go. Ooh, I think I turned it down too much. There we go. I think I clicked it twice and didn't realize that it had dropped a little bit there. Yeah, that one still washes me out, but I think the light is at a better angle to show this off. That belt satin, or that hand rub satin finish, looks really good on that M390. All right, I'm done showing off the Militaw. Last one, guys. Last one. So I enjoyed checking out the pass round so much on this one, and I thought it was such a great EDC, and I have no other thumb disc in the collection, so I went ahead and picked up the Tarkin. So I picked up 2 of these because I wasn't sure which version I would like. I've decided to keep this particular version, and I'm going to sell the other one. So that'll be one of the knives, because I know Owen asked earlier. So the other version that I have of this one, it's in the box. I literally, after I opened this one and checked this one out, I didn't really do anything with the other version. But I will take it out for the pictures tomorrow when I post it on there, and I will give a little bit of a discount. I don't like to buy something and return it just because I don't want it. I bought it because I wasn't sure which one I was going to like. And the thumb disc on this, I normally don't like a thumb disc, but man, oh man, this one is really, really good. Very comfortable. I'm able to get all 4 fingers on there. I like the tiger striped ano, or the flame ano, whatever you want to call it. And then Concept is another company that does a really good job with their static wash. I don't know how good their 20CV is. I'm actually going to take some of Concept's S35 and some of their S20V, and I'm going to do like, not an extreme cut test, but I'm going to do like a little bit of a heavier cut test and publish that to show what I think. I'm also going to include the M390 that Kizer is claiming 61 to 61.5, and I'm going to include this in a cut test video as well, and I'm going to compare it just because I want one from Rayot. I'm going to compare it to the 20CV. Now, the blade geometry, factory edge, all of that plays in a factor. The only thing I'm going to do is just give everything a very fresh strop, and then we're going to do some cutting with it. But some M390 from Rayot, again, I understand geometry is going to play a factor in this, but I just want to see how long does it take for it to get a little toothy, a little chipped up. And then I'm going to take some 20CV from WE, which WE is going to have the definitive advantage, I feel like, because of the hollow grind. But we're going to take this one and we're going to include it in the cut test, just to get 3 different 20CVs from 3 different companies in there. Just see what happens, right? Just for fun, just for curiosity, and see where it goes. And it may be that I may do the 20CVs together. So I may do the Concept 20CV and the WE 20CV together. And then what I may do is the M390 from Kizer, Rayot, and then I have one here from Kubey, and just run those 3 together just to see what happens and see how they perform. Anyway, just some stuff that you can be looking forward to that'll be coming. Yes, I agree, Big Jim. Very good DLC. Mirror finished. I like it a ton. Ron says waiting for the DLC 80s camo Militao to come back. Oh, they ran out of stock. Hopefully they do another run of it. All right, guys, we're a little bit after 7. I am going to go ahead and wrap up so I can go grab some dinner. I do have some videos that I need to edit on, and I also need to get Betty Davis out her prize for tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that stuff this evening before I have to head off to bed for work tomorrow. If Lefty has a live stream tonight and you guys are on there, definitely come say hi, shout out to me. I'll make sure and chat it up with you in that chat. Otherwise, I hope you have a great weekend. If you are dealing with any wildfires or crazy cold weather, stay safe, and I hope and wish the best for you. Have a great weekend, guys. I'm out of here.